targets matter when it comes to martial arts. Now, when we're in a low-stress environment, such as doing our kata, which would be what we call level 1 of the 4 levels of stress, I can focus at whatever speed I need on any particular target. This would be a level 1.5 stressor. So one person, known task, and I have it implemented here. So if I want to, I can Wabuke, shuffle or tenshi, strike, blading my ulna across his face. It doesn't hurt me a whole lot. Practicality means I'm probably going to do a little bit of damage, or at the very least get him more focused on my arm than he was a second ago. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Cody, that bag doesn't hit back. No, and you probably don't throw a punch the way you do push-ups, but I bet you practice punches and push-ups, right? Keep in mind, Bruce Lee was better at marketing than he was philosophy. But with our training implements, whether it is Sensei Keith here with the boot jog setup, so 3 potential arms and the arresting leg, whether it's anything that we pull out, our focus mitts, our Muay Thai pads, whether it's a Chepler doing Kumite, whether it's prearranged or free spar, I have to practice my targeting. But why would I practice targeting such a small surface? If I want to go across his nose, that's what? 1.5 to 2 inches tall, maybe an inch long. There's not a lot to focus on there. Well, if you've ever trained firearms, now keep in mind, I'm from the South. I've shot a few guns, but there's a rule. Aim small, miss it small. So I'm going to aim while I'm training for somebody's left side of their nose. What's probably going to happen, and has happened to me both in sport fighting and in self-defense, whenever I would come working with law enforcement, when you had a target, that target moved. This isn't going to be the person as he is whenever I'm engaged in a self-defense scenario or a sports scenario. If I want to make contact with his face, I'm presuming his face is going to be moving. But if I get good at targeting, go through various levels of stress from nothing moving to something a little bit moving to something really, really moving, and scale and change my training as my skill and my experience improves, then I tend to get a little bit better at targeting. So long story short, aim small to miss small. Modulate your training and train more often.